P.S.A. man, back at it again. Politics, sports, all that. Right now, we're finna get political. Finna go into politics, man, because there's some bullshit going on right now with this New York governor, Miss Kathy Hochul, or Hochul, however you say this girl name, Hochul, Kathy Hochul. Shout out to everybody out there today. Hope y'all well. Hope y'all good. Hope y'all getting money. Hope y'all getting to it. Hope your family's good. Hope your spirit good. Hope you eating good. All that, man. Hope everything in good energy, positive energy, man. I'm sending that all out to the whole universe and everybody watching and listening right now. P.S.A. and let y'all know that racism is still alive. And it's going to continue to be alive until we address it. 2024, everything being exposed if y'all ain't noticed. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar. Shout out to Cat Williams. Everything coming out the bag. So right now, we're going to talk about Kathy Hochul. I'm pretty sure most of y'all have already heard about this story. I'm just not getting to it, getting back on this online shit, trying to see what's going on. And I'm peeping around, looking around, and I see this bullshit right here. So right now, I just want to make sure that everybody understand that racism is still alive, and it ain't going nowhere until we address it, until we get rid of it. But this crazy ass lady, Kathy, this the whole governor of New York. She claims that black kids don't know what a computer is. Black kids don't know what a computer is. That's what she say. Now, a lot of people like, man, you making a big deal out of. Look here, man. It is an underlying everyday feeling or underlying understanding every day in this country of racism. I mean, you can ask little kids, you can ask anybody, they think white people invented everything. They think white people got all the money. White people do this. White people smart. When people talk educated, they say you talking white. When you acting crazy, they say you acting ghetto. So all the stupid and dumb shit is black people shit, ghetto shit, and all the good shit and money and clean and it's white shit. People really been trained to think that shit is true, really. And when they publicly advertise shit, they show it as if it's like that. But let me explain to you why it's not true. Because you got so-called black and white folks who live in the same conditions in this country. You got some rich-ass black folks. And you got some poor-ass white folks. I know some white folks poorer than me. I know some white folks that's scraping pennies up, goddamn it, right now. I know some white crackheads, dope fiends, fucked up. All white people just ain't just got money and all. It's not. That's a concept that we have been systematically taught because European Americans, so-called European Americans, have came over here and took over control. Now, the reason I say that is because we all understand. Everybody already know. We know. If you already know what you know, if you've been around right now, you already know that we've been here. So-called black folks, we've been in this country. We've been running this country. We've been trading, commerce, had stores, had homes, schools. We've been doing all that. We weren't just sitting up here in teepees throwing tomahawks at each other. We've been having fashion. We've been building ships, boats, all that. It's been going on. We've been going from sea to sea. How y'all think we just everywhere? How you think? Come on now. If you understand history, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. We ain't finna get on that. That video ain't for it. This video is to explain to y'all that racism is still alive just by little shit like this being said by Governor Kathy Hochul. Now, the first thing I want y'all to understand is that Europeans control America. Now, I know a lot of y'all gonna be like, man, you tripping? What are you talking about? We America. Europeans control America. For all you new generation, especially the younger guys and gals out there in your teens or in your 20s, most of y'all grandmas, great grandpappies, they come from Europe. And majority of Europeans came over here in the 1800s, late 1800s, early 1900s. So I want y'all to understand. And the reason I want y'all to understand is because when it comes to power and who was controlling things, Europeans really didn't become this powerful until the early 1900s. The majority of their citizens got over it. Before that, it was couple little colonies here and there, a couple little cities here and there. That's why when you go back and watch them old little Western movies, you see they have a little town or a little section, a little city. Like they really ain't running nothing. But when they go out in the mass open of things, they always act like or say it's some Indians out there or it's Indian territory. That's because that's the way it was all the way up until the late 1800s. Our people were still in control of most of our lands. A lot of us didn't really start losing lands until, like I said, after the Civil War and Reconstruction. That's when a lot of these treaties and war, it was killing off a lot of chiefs and stuff like that. A lot of that stuff was going on. And these people were foreigners. They was from Europe. And when it comes to the word white or people that we think are white, these are the people that are the same people that are Europe. Y'all are Europeans. Y'all are descendants of Europeans. Often still referred to as Caucasians. Is a racialized classification of people generally used for those of mostly European ancestry. So y'all can understand that Miss Kathy Hochul is European. I think she's Italian or something like that. I think big homie Dan Calloway already exposed that she is a foreigner. She's of European descent. And also based on your skin color and all that type of stuff. This is stuff that's been created by you Europeans, by y'all people, Charles Darwin, all you Madame Blavatsky, all them crazy ass people y'all have had out here in the world. Y'all have created all these concepts. We just now understanding it so we can use it against you motherfuckers. So now that we know that y'all are from Europe, it kind of helps you understand why racism is alive in this country. Because when they first got over here, like I say, back, 14, 1500s, all that, 1600s, it's a struggle for power against dark-skinned people because you come into a tropical region where it's dark-skinned people who controlling the area. And what you want to do when you come in as a new people, as a king or queen, Queen Elizabeth, whoever it was, you can go back and everybody got their own opinion or vote whatever. But Queen Elizabeth and Ferdinand and all them with your boy Christopher Columbus, all them crazy ass stories. When they first started coming over here, they was bumping into black people, so-called black people, Native American or American Indians, as they call them. But these people look like myself and other people around here. A lot of our ancestors are these people that they bumped into, and it was a struggle for power. Why are there almost no American governors, no real American, like black American governors? Like I say, we are descendants. Most of us are descendants of American Indian. So when I say black people, I'm talking about the original American. So why are there not damn near no? It's only one. There's only one original American governor in this country. You can go look it up yourself. All the governors in America are white people, so-called white people, Caucasians. Like I said, white people, Caucasian, Europeans. So since these foreigners are in control of this country, as you trickle on down in power, governors, mayors, aldermen, city representatives, all that, it's going to be white people. So how do you think these people feel about black people? The mayor's list is the same way. Go look up your mayor. The mayor of your city might be a white dude or a white lady. Black people are kept away from politics on purpose. I'm asking, you think that's what's going on? Or are we just too ignorant to understand it? I know, we can understand how to dribble a ball, throw a football, but we can't understand how to run a city or run a country, balance a checkbook between counties and cities and state. We can't do none of that, huh? We can't lobby laws and bring new forge a new frontier in the country and all this crazy shit y'all be talking. We can't do none of that, huh? All we can do is dribble the ball. That what y'all telling me? Maryland, the only state with a black governor. Maryland, Baltimore. There's all type of shit be going up in that motherfucker. And that's a small state too that they can keep an eye on and control. So you got to understand that these foreigners, these descendants of foreigners, they don't claim to be foreigners now. They claim to be Americans now. They claim they're about the American people. But really, they've pretty much they granddaddies, the George Washingtons and all them people back in the day, they have forged this country to where they can bring all they Europeans over here. So when they say they doing stuff for the people, they doing stuff for they people. That's why they claim to be the majority and we the minority. Well, really, just scheme of things, look around, I think that's a lot. Yeah, I've been to a lot of places where there's a lot of white folks, but I've been to some places where it ain't nothing but black folks. I've been to a lot of places in this country where, I mean, it's just nothing but black folks. Especially when you go to down here in the South, you go to Georgia, Mississippi, and Florida and shit. It's some spots where you go to, man, it ain't nothing but black folk. The only like I lived in Chicago for a while. It's parts up there in Illinois, especially Chicago, South Side, West Side. You don't see no white folk. All you see, but like I said, you can go out to little parts and little neighborhoods in the suburbs, and you will see a lot of black white folks. Cause like I've been to Kentucky before and Kansas, and I seen a lot of white folks. But like I said, it ain't nothing like yeah, they just the majority and we the minority. So when it comes to power, we got to make sure that we keep the majority in power. No, I think that's all a racist scheme to keep these European foreigners in control so they can control these resources, control our land. When I say resources, that's everything: your land, water, everything you do, education. It all boils down to everything. Resources, everything. They control it. Entertainment, fashion, whatever the fuck it is, they want to have their hands on it and put one of their people in charge of it so they can benefit from it. They don't want us benefiting from nothing. They want to keep these narratives going, like that we don't know what computers is, we don't know how to read, we ignorant, we ghetto, we hood, we stupid, all this crazy ass shit. This is a lot. This is part of the reason why we haven't got nowhere politically and in power in this country. There's some shit we need to address and stop. And I'm glad Kathy said some shit like this, low key, because this is the way a lot of these governors is thinking. Because I'm pretty sure none of these motherfuckers give a fuck about black folks for real. They don't give a fuck about you or me. Give a damn. The motherfuckers that on YouTube don't give a fuck about it. A lot of people be like, man, they don't give a fuck about white people. Yeah, that's true too. But they damn sure don't give a fuck about you. If they don't give a fuck about, if a white person don't give a fuck about white folk, you be goddamn they don't give a fuck about you. So we gotta understand that this is also a natural feeling that they have. We can't understand. We can't, bro. You can't get mad at a polar bear when he come down and see a brown bear and he want to kill his motherfucking ass. Or when a brown bear see a black, or when a hyena see a lion, or when when another lion see another lion. You can't. Nature is nature. When these people came up on the shores and they seen us, they probably would dress how they would dress. We would dress how we would dress, draped in our shit. They probably, man, come on, it's just a natural feeling. It's natural competition. Men are naturally in competition, period. That's part of our nature. That's part of our territorial nature. Our mating rights and everything come with competition. The reason we out here doing shit is to compete. The reason I'm making this video, I'm trying to compete with other people to reach out to people who can reach out to the most people to get these messages out. I want to reach out to a lot of people so they can understand these concepts and shit, so you can go on about your daily life knowing what the fuck going on. So you won't be blind and end up kissing ass to the wrong person. Because a lot of y'all be out here kissing these white folks' ass and end up shot in the foot. A lot of y'all be fucked up out here. Just like a lot of you NFL players, NBA players, a lot of you big time money motherfuckers, y'all kiss these motherfuckers' ass and end up getting fucked over. End up being broke. But you done wasted all your talents and entertainment skills and invention skills. You know how many black inventors that got fucked over by white folks? Y'all, it's the same shit going on. We sit up and kiss their ass and they use you, and then when they're done with you, they just holler at you. Look at all the rappers and music, Michael Jackson, all these motherfuckers. Shit, when these industries that's ran by Europe and white folks, when they get done with you, they get you dead. Fuck you over. Tarnish your name. Say all type of shit about you. This is part of the same shit. This is part of the same ugly history America got. This part of shit we need to address. And the reason they get away with it is because people feel like this about us. We don't know what computers is. We don't know what nothing is. We can't read. We ignorant. So they can just fuck us over anyway. We don't give a fuck. Black people. We've been fighting over control since 1492. So-called black people have been here already. Peep this though. Think about it. If they got here in the 1600s, right? They didn't really take control of this country until after the Civil War, Reconstruction. Then it took them up to the 60s really to get us under control when they brought all them drugs in and shit. Because before that, we was finna take over politically. We was industrializing ourselves. We had more inventors. We had our own cities. Like we was gonna we was gonna politically take over the country, have our own sections, pretty much. Eventually, could have grown and took control of the country. So when you look at the mayor and governor list, it probably would have been way more of us if they didn't do what they did in the 20s and 30s with all the massacres and shit, killing all the Black Wall Streets and shit. So it really took them all the way up into the 60s to when they killed off Dr. King and Malcolm X and all these guys. So it took Europeans over 300 years to gain full control of America. Think about that, for real. They didn't fully colonize Africa and the South Pacifics and all that shit until like the early 1900s, late 1800s. That's why you see them still fighting Shaka Zulu in the 1800s. They ain't go down there and do that shit all back in the 1500s. This shit is recent. We have been recently controlled by a foreign government. That's why we can't understand this shit, because all this shit is new. We like the second, third generation out of public school. Think about that. Before all this public school, you had school with grandma and all that shit. You was cool at the house. So we gotta understand that. We gotta understand that this it's a whole plot twist to this racism shit that we have to understand and expose, so we can get on to a better future with this country. Because this country is ridiculous right now. Next time a white person like Kathy Hochul or Kathy or Wathy or Sathi, whoever the fuck she is, try to talk about what black people don't know or what not, just help them understand that black people have invented pretty much everything you use today. I'm not knocking white inventors. I'm not knocking nobody, no other inventor. But we have to address and know and understand that pretty much everything you use on a daily basis was invented by a brother or a sister. All the way down to your ultraviolet lens, your high-speed internet. This is Philip Emeagwali from Nigeria. He created the internet. Now, I think it was a white dude who created the computer, who the concept to make a computer. But this is your internet. So without him, we ain't functioning. We ain't got iPhones and all this. We ain't doing all this. Even without the light bulb and shit, it's a lot of things that we have done and accomplished as people that the world use today on a daily basis and need it on a daily basis. And then don't let me get on food. So next time a racist mother, they have to understand their history. That y'all came over here and forged this country for y'all. Y'all didn't set this up for us. If it was set up for us, it would be better for us. But it's not. We have to deal with y'all's racism, y'all's political, systematic racism. That's what this shit is. What it all really boils down to. It's all about power and control. That's why back in the day, they was telling you go back to Africa and all that type of crazy stuff. They want to make you feel like you're a foreigner. They want to tell you from Africa. So they want to make sure that you don't feel like this is your land. That's another video I'll be on. I made a video a little while ago, a couple months ago, about Adam and Eve, and I'm gonna stay on that because I think Adam and Eve is a plot twist. It's a plot twist too. It's like Adam and Eve is a tool. I say that it's a tool used in their agenda to let you know that everybody, to try to teach you that everybody from Africa. Because when you got two people coming from the Garden of Eden, they always try to put the Garden of Eden in Africa or somewhere over there. And it kind of helps explain it kind of helps justify their statement of where people come from. And me personally, I just don't think all people came from Africa. I think we all came into existence simultaneously based on where your habitat, where you're from, just like every other animal on this planet. I don't think it was two squirrels in America and they spread out all over the world. I don't think it was two bears and they spread all over. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it was two fish and then they just made all other. No, there was a lot of shit happening simultaneously. Just like you look out in your yard and you see grass growing simultaneously and you can't explain it. You see trees growing simultaneously, and flowers and shit growing. Bugs and shit hatch, turtles hatch simultaneously. You can't explain this shit. You can have a theory, just like Darwin's theory. You can have a theory, you can have a thought, but we cannot explain this shit. But from the scale of things, when you look around, we can all see that we are the same species, but we just a different breed. Same species, different breed. Close that door. Political scheme, racism. The reason I say political scheme is I want people to understand that when you are a European in power and you bringing other Europeans over here, into a place where it's already people, you don't want them to get along. You don't want them to mix and mingle with these people because we're trying to get these people out of power. So what you want to do is you want to bring your citizens in and teach them to talk down on this other race of people, so to speak. You want to create all these things like race and racism. You want to make sure that your people understand that these people are underneath us. They are inferior. Y'all know that word. Everybody heard that word. All this inferiority and shit. So the powers that be, George Washington type people, all these beginning, the forgers, the ones y'all think is great men, they captivated their people with these thoughts that, oh, people come from monkeys and these are Africans that we brought over here, or came over here. If they're over here, then they came from Africa. They're primitive. They're beneath us in a way. And with the Bible coming along, that kind of justified shit. That's why they had a lot of conferences and shit to figure out how they were gonna play it to people. Because that Bible being created by, not like I said, the knowledge is old, but the Bible, the way they put it together, it kind of try to justify their bullshit, justify their injustice. Like it makes it seem like they were supposed to do this. Like, yeah, we was cursed by God. So what you need? We was cursed by God, so we were supposed to go through this and all this crazy ass shit. We really been brainwashed and taught that shit is true. A lot of us believed it. A lot of us, I know some people that wholeheartedly think that we was cursed by God and we this, that. And that shit is, you are feeding into your own systematic racism, your own political justice, your own political injustice. Race hate is powerful. I never seen a white person cut a black person out of a tree. I ain't never seen I ain't never seen a video, snippet, picture, magazine cut, nothing. I ain't never seen nothing of a white person, Caucasian, cutting a black man out the tree after he get home. So race hate is powerful. Race hate is the reason that they are in control today. Race hate is really what we fight politically when we fighting politically. We're always asking for something. We want this, we want that. Because race, based on your race, they not giving it. They not providing you with something. Like that's why black people are all in the projects. The system has set it up to where they've pushed us all kind of in these subjugated housing little spots and shit, and low income, cut us off jobs, took the dad out the home. It's a big ass plot to it, and they've pretty much put us in checkmate when it comes to trying to grow wealth and have generational wealth, so we can grow industries and shit like that. Because we're not focused on that. We too busy scraping and scrambling for change. So we've been taught this in school. We've been taught it at home. We've been taught this by entertainment, even religion, like I just talked about. I mean, even when you show somebody a picture of a white dude with a beard and some long hair, everybody say he's Jesus. Even little kids, right? Oh, that's Jesus. That's Jesus. Systematically, you've been taught that the God of the world looked like that. So without you even knowing, kind of your psychological view on white people is gonna be that they close to God. That's like I told you, that's why they justify this shit with this Bible. So this is all natural. You have to understand that this is a natural thing that they doing. This is a natural reality that we emotionally have always fought. If you go back and study history, countries and shit, territories, they always fight over power of trade and commerce, religion, what's going on, who's in control. So this is just natural. We just been brainwashed to think that these people are supposed to be doing this. That's what I'm saying. That's why religion has a lot to do with this. We've been taught that we from Africa, and the great flood happened, and we curse God, curse a ham, and all this goofy ass shit. So now we sit up here when people say black people don't know what computers is, we just get upset. Oh man, she should have said it. No, we need to fire her ass, cancel her ass right now. Y'all need to stop shaking hands with her, everything. Shut it down. Shut her ass down. Racism still alive. And everybody that's still racist, we're gonna start shutting their ass down. Everything getting exposed. 2024. Like I said, If like another thing I got down here about the museums, about this racism shit. If you really don't think racism is a lot, go to these white people museums and see what artifacts they got in there. I bet you gonna see they got our shit in there. All black people shit. All Africa shit, Australia, America, South America, Jamaica, especially Africa. They got so much shit from over there. This is ridiculous. And don't want to give it back. We got more history than them. We got the farther you go back, the more you see black. Real talk. CNN been racist. Now, this lady, Kathy, done said this bullshit, and CNN is still pretty much broadcasting her, giving her airway. They say she apologized say she misspoke or something like that, but we ain't hearing none of this shit. Because we know this type of shit still going on. And I don't understand how these whack-ass leaders, pathetic leaders, y'all just think about how this country, how y'all focus on black kids not knowing what a computer is. Y'all saying slick shit like that. The whole time, the infrastructure of this country is crumbling. We in debt every day. Debt still going up every day. But y'all print money, then y'all send money across seas to a whole nother country. Ain't got nothing to do with it. Y'all send jobs across seas. Y'all send jobs to a whole nother country. Ain't got nothing to do with us. But y'all sitting up talking about what we don't know. Y'all focus is on the wrong shit. But that lets me know, and it should let everybody else know that where y'all focus really at. Y'all focus ain't on nothing but y'all pockets. And feed Mother Russia and Mother Ukraine and Mother Ireland and wherever else y'all from. And CNN is one of them platforms that's powered by these type of people. So we need to stop, y'all. Whoever see this video shared with some of your political friends and your black folks is in politics, stop shaking hands with these folks. We need to focus on us. And that ain't me being racist again. I ain't saying hate white folks at all. We need to focus on us because we still in the projects. We still don't have nothing. We still ain't got a church that can get us a private school. We don't really have nothing. We don't have industries. We don't have industries that we can go to and get a job with our people. Every industry you go to is them or some Chinese motherfuckers. And they working your ass to the bone for a penny. The workforce in this country is ridiculous. This country is crumbling. Like I'm saying, you got these whack ass politicians. Like, is Kathy really that stupid to say some shit like that? You got to really think about that shit as a person. Like, are you really that stupid to sit up here and say black kids in the Bronx don't know what a computer is? In 2024, these kids is born with a tablet in their hand. They going to school with a tablet. Don't give a fuck what school they going to. So y'all got to understand this lady is really senile or something. This motherfucker dumb. The workforce is underpaid in America. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I don't give a fuck where you work at. The workforce is underpaid in this country. $15, $16 an hour ain't shit. $20 an hour ain't shit. $25 an hour ain't shit. The way this country going, minimum wage should be $45, $50 an hour. In some places, $100. But then y'all be like, man, if it go up that high, then inflation gonna go up. Look down here and see what it say. Inflation ain't nothing but greed. That's all it is. So we can get these crooked ass politicians like Kathy up out of here and Biden and all these dumb motherfuckers about here. We can stop all this inflation. Ain't no way a can of Coke that cost my granddaddy a dime today cost me $1. But it's the same Coke, same formula, same can, same taste, same everything. Ain't nothing changed about it. But it costs me $1 now. But it cost my granddaddy a penny or a dime. Why? Because somebody has trained your mind to think that upping the price for less is smart. Our system is a scam. We've been taught good business is to scam people. That's why this shit is crumbling. That's why you got landlords overcharging you because they think it's smart. Oh, I'm gonna go up on the price. Because guess what? Big dog above them went up on the price. So y'all have to understand that greed, all this shit is just foreigners sucking us dry and sending the money back home. Why y'all think so many foreigners can come over here and get jobs and then leave and go back home? Come over here and get a little green card, pay a little money, and then they can go back home though with their money. Where their money quadruple or double. So this country is crumbling. Y'all have to understand that inflation is greed. Everything is fake but expensive. Cars even crumble faster. Houses crumble fast. Everything crumble. It look good, but it just crumble faster. And they talking about inflation. So the money fucked up. the infrastructure of the country fucked up, and you got stupid ass politicians still running around this country. And y'all sitting back acting like these people smart just because they got suits on. Kathy Hochul should be Hochul, however you say her name, she should be fired immediately and canceled immediately. Everybody on the internet should be having their ass fired up right now. Don't nobody move nothing. I don't see nobody shaking hands with Kathy, none of that shit. If she feel like that, then she need to get up out of her way, get up out of her job, because guess what, baby? Black kids run America. If you ain't look, black kids are a major part of this country, especially financially, and gonna be forever. And if y'all stop locking so much of us up, a lot more of our entrepreneurs will be out here. Shit, because all our entrepreneurs locked up. Think about it. If you was supplying these people with the resources to do better, and just and not keeping their grandpappys, it wouldn't be a trend of these dope dealers. It wouldn't be a trend. This is y'all's doing, and we just have to deal with it because we live in it. So if we switch this shit up, get all our entrepreneurs back out here, all our thinkers, all our men back out here, get our people back together, oh, this country would be so sweet, so much better. I personally think that black people just look at the world different and we treat people different. That's why when you think about Big Mama, you think about a black woman. And I think if more of us was in control, this country would be way more smoother. Education would be better, food would be better, money would be better, fashion would be better, everything. But y'all ignorant ass peckerwood type motherfuckers like this are trying so bad to hold on to y'all's life and money and y'all's demonic world that it's just gonna kill y'all to let it go. But fire this motherfucker immediately. She right there with Hillary Clinton. Get rid of her ass. Straight up. I'm out of here though. P.S.A. man. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Y'all stay up.